There we go. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Johnny O from the Plot Hole. It's time to have some fun. Some of you were over on Kate's stream earlier, or I guess it's still going. I believe it's still going. Yeah, it's still going. Yeah. Thanks for joining me over here. Hoping to give you a break. I am curious if anybody picked up on the title. That's all I'm going to say. And maybe you'll look and you'll see it. It was fun. I had fun. Dr. Design, good to see you. Cindy Lucian, there we are. I just got to do it already. I'm not going to, but I need to. Good to see you. Virgin Ferg, hello. Spellbinder 101, good to see you. Randy Hatchmaker. I'm sorry, I can't see. This is all there is to it. Randy, hello, good to see you. Mr. Andrak, good to see you. Zerzuz Iquin, good to see you. Arisen 1157, howdy doody. Fucking hell. Showing my age over here. Brian Powell, good to see you. Tom Robertson says, I couldn't take any more of Kate's total BS, wanting people to back off Chille. I guess there is still money to be made. This is one thing I'll say about Chille. What did I disagree with Kate on? When she said that mass reporting Chille is the same as Chille hitting people with false copyright strikes. I could not disagree more. I'm not suggesting that anybody go out and mass do anything to anybody, right? I don't want people to go out. I'm not going to encourage brigading. That's not going to happen. But if somebody is putting out some sort of just egregious mark, right? They're getting out there talking about they're going to send people, I'm making physical threats or anything like such, and people deem, hey, I need to report this. That's nowhere near. That's not even in the same ballpark as what Chille does. It just isn't. I will disagree with you there, Kate. Juggernaut Jerry Reed, good to see you. Oh, Dolphins again. This is I figured I'd let you know since others know it's official. There's another charity live stream in my future. Uh-oh. Hey, I found a guy. There he is. Hey, everybody. I will say hello to all of you. Fiend Wee, Charlie Welch, I think I saw you there. Angel Rivera, Church of POS, Anastasia Maldonado, Robert, Casey Cooper, Lori Marie, Up and Out, Grendellis Rage. Golly. PhD Tony 410 Ozzy says, if somebody is putting out egregiously dangerous and antisocial behavior, I'm going to report it every time. Like I said, I would encourage people, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I would encourage people to do what they think is right. Up and Out, no, this is not more Chille stuff. This is just a response to a comment that was made in side chat. This is indirectly about some of the things that Chille has said, but more about addressing some common misconceptions. Actually, when Chille was on with his Dr. Law,
I was about to say, I just heard what you're talking about. Is this more the abyss staring back at people? Is that
possibly right? And that's kind of so. I've done a lot of thinking about this whole Chille situation. I'm kind of done with it, and it has nothing to do with. I don't give a fuck about what Chille could or could not do to me. I really don't. Right?
I do not like how infectious the toxicity has become. I don't like it.
Yeah, it has. It really has gotten out of hand.
Right.
I will address some things that I hear from him that I think are egregious that I believe that everybody can benefit from. For instance, when Dr. Law, when he gets on there and says that there's no case law dealing with fair use, that is so wrong.
We would say that is an egregious lie.
That is an egregious lie, but it's more than right. That doesn't even begin to encapsulate what that is.
Yeah,
it is.
Doctor Who, you're not the law. I'm the law. I'm the law. Sorry, I had to do it.
I mean, Lord have mercy when you say there are no. I've got 4 court cases over here. I reached out to a couple of actual attorneys, real practicing lawyers, and asked, hey, How is this? And I said, can you just kind of point me in some general? Is like, oh, here, boom, 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 boom. And reading these, right? I'm no legal expert, so I don't want anybody to ever take what I'm saying right now as legal advice because I'm not a legal expert. I did what non-legal experts should do and consult legal experts. And looking up several different court cases, and inside of these court cases, they reference cases upon cases. Multiple cases are referenced in court. The four that I were given to look at, Equals 3 LLC versus Junkin Media Inc. That was in the Central District of California, United States District Court. There's Hughes versus Benjamin. That was in the Southern District of New York. There was, oh geez, here's some letters that are arranged in a way that I'm going to butcher, so I apologize. Who's in that? You know what? I'm just going to put this. I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to send this over to JL, and he's going to pronounce it because he speaks gibberish.
I speak gibberish.
It's in the
There's so many. Like I literally just Googled. Well, I'm just saying. It's weird that you say that because
these were the four that I was told specifically to look at.
Okay, yeah, I'm just saying, but I mean, you could just Google it. You could literally Google case like this, and I came up with the top web page was like, there are so many here, I couldn't possibly list them all. It's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. When I heard him say that, and you could like when we did a live reaction, but when I heard him say that, I mean, it hurt. Like it hurt. And
that looks like it's
yeah, right.
It looks like it's judging by Hasinzada. It looks like Hasinzada
v. Klein. That was in the Southern District of New York as well. And then there's Campbell versus Cuff Rose Music. That was in 1994. That actually made it to the Supreme Court. So when they talk about, hey, you know, there's no there's no case law since 1976 when there's nothing that's been talked, DMCA, blah, 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 nothing about fair use. No, there absolutely is. There are so many cases that deal with fair use. Mm-hmm. Fair use has been established via case law. There was one, and I forget exactly who it was. I believe it was the Hughes versus Benjamin. Let me double check really quick because yes, okay. So Benjamin had a YouTube video called SJ Double Levels of Awareness, and it was alleged that he copied Hughes's YouTube video about the 2016 presidential election. We thought she would win. Now that went before the court, and again, I think this one made it to the Southern District of New York. Yeah, Southern District of New York. So it went to the district court. And all Benjamin did was take Hughes's video, cut out clips of it, and then just play that. There was no additional commentary. There was nothing. And the court found that to be transformative enough. Okay. And again, all this stuff you can find, right? If you want to find these, you can find this stuff. So,
if like individuals like these individuals you're talking about, if they had their way, just quoting somebody from another work would be impossible. Like citations themselves, a bibliography would be impossible when we have to like cite another person's conclusions into how we formulate our own conclusions, taking their line of reasoning or line of thought into account. So it would be impossible. I wouldn't be able to quote anybody. I wouldn't be able to use a quote from, say, any author or any paper by saying, these guys came with this. This is a quote from their paper. It was like, It's ridiculous.
And the thing about this is, really quick, let me get this. My call for $5 says, before you criticize Chille, walk a mile in his shoes. That way, when you do criticize him, you'll be a mile away and you'll have his shoes. Thank you so much for this.
I love that. I've always loved that.
Charlie Welch, who's been a plot hole crew member for 20 months, says, yo, Johnny. Hey, Charlie, good to see you. The depths of fair use, the definition of fair use and a legal standard has been so overly defined, right? So again, Hughes took this video and the court found that just reclipping it was transformative in nature, was transformative enough in nature that it did qualify, or it did constitute fair use. And there was a lot there, I mean, again, there's a whole bunch more that went into that decision. It's a very long case to read. The decision, I think there was a unanimous decision. I don't think there was any dissenting opinions. Let me just looking here real quick. It's not 8 pages long, but if you've ever read legal jargon before, it can get a little, you know. But so, all right, really quick. There was something I wish I had my highlighter on my PDF, but whatever. So I don't think there's any dissenting opinion in this one here. And again, this one went to the district court. Yeah, this is the one that went to district court. And they said no, there was nothing wrong with what happened there. It was 100% fair use. It was transformative in nature. And to sit there and say that, well, there's nothing, whatever. No, there's tons of it, right? We just had a recent one. Oh hell, I can't even remember the recent one. In other words, H3 versus, oh man, I can't remember what the guy's name, Matt something, where this H3 does exactly what we do. They watch a video and react to it. Exactly. Verbatim what we do. And he was sued, or the H3 was sued for copyright infringement, went all the way to the courts, and the court's like, no, this is reactionary, this is fair use, 100% fair use. And I had a bookmark, and I can't remember what to do with it, because Commenter Auditor has become a new Plot Hole crew member. Thank you so much, Commenter Auditor, but it's all your fault that I forgot what to do with the bookmarks. It's not your fault. Chrissy Nono says, hello, you two beautiful beardos, for $1.99. Thank you so much. Hello to you, Chrissy. Good to see you. And the reason why it's important to look at this stuff, because people need to know that it's not just, hey, Chille's wrong. Okay, well, why is he wrong? Why is Chille wrong? Can you show that he's wrong? Can you show that when you got a guy who calls himself Dr. Law and he speaks with such eloquence, he sounds like he could know what he's talking about to the untrained ear who's not used to listening for obvious bullshit. Now you'll get some people that are like I had a few people reach out to me like, dude, everything he's saying right now is total bullshit. Here's why. So it's important to pull this stuff out. Casey Cooper says, Johnny has a beard. JL has a trained tribble on his chin. Yeah. Exactly.
Where'd all the food go?
All the food shit. So it's important that we pull this stuff out. It's important that we show our work, show the reason why we're calling this out. Vert DeFerk, who's been a Plot Hole member for 3 months, says, I haven't missed 1 second of new Chille content these past few days. There hasn't been any, but no, I'm just kidding.
It's been, and in breaking news, it has been 4 days since we've heard anything from Chille De Castro on YouTube, and the world still does not miss him.
Still does not miss him. Oh, by the way, update on that. So I released a short with a news briefing, so to speak, talking about.
You did. It was the first time it actually caught me. I was like, what? I messaged you. I was like, is this a joke? I was like, are you joking about this? And you were like, no, I'm not.
And they haven't. Okay, so they still have not finished reviewing all of his content.
Maybe all those messages we were sending to YouTube support had some merit.
Maybe. From what I understand, they've removed a plethora of his videos because of content violations. And they are, again, this is all unconfirmed reports. This is, so take that how you will take it. But my source tells me that they are reviewing all of the aspects of it, right? So they're looking to see if Chille is in fact suing them, if he has filed a lawsuit against YouTube. They're going to use that to determine all the information. They're going to use that along with his egregious violations of terms of service. I think the impression that I get is that he will be back on YouTube, and if he fucks up again, then they're going to take action. Again, that's not from the source. That's me kind of looking at everything that I've been told from my source. So
There's no way. I mean, come on, 15,000.
So
He obviously has no regard whatsoever for the rules.
right.
It's like, gee, I have 5 unpaid parking tickets. Gee, I have 15,000 unpaid parking tickets. The judge is like, huh, you obviously don't think the rules apply to you.
Right. Team Skeptic says, I am your source. You're my source of love, affection,
I was wondering what word you're going to use. Source of inspiration, frustration,
yes,
aggravation.
No, but again, the I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to let him back on and watch him like fuck this up again, because it will happen if they let him back on. Now to speak on the 15,000 violations again, that is unconfirmed. That is an unconfirmed report. I'm working on getting confirmation of these facts. So, like I said, take that for what it is. Team Skeptic, I said nice things. I said love and affection. JL said the mean things. I got it right the first time.
They weren't mean. They were endearing. He knows that.
Yep. Commander Darkly, good to see you.
I had somebody get mad at me for taking joy, essentially Schadenfreude, in it being like, first Greg Locke got bounced. And I made the post. I put the post up on my channel. It's like, Greg Locke is gone. Greg Locke has literally destroyed his channel by violating TOS. They bounced him completely from YouTube. Fan-friggin-tastic. But then it happened with Chille. Chille got suspended. I was kind of like, first Greg, then Chille. Christmas done come early. And so, and it was tongue in cheek. But yes, I am glad that we are getting a reprieve from this person's whatever is going on in that melon, in that rotting melon of his. But I had someone get really, really mad at me for doing that, because apparently it's wrong to feel that way, to feel like the source of the toxicity is gone at least temporarily. You know, we get a little reprieve at least, but apparently that's too much for some people.
Yeah, I mean, I know that people look. Here's the thing, Chille won't go away. He'll go to a different platform. So absolutely, yes, he absolutely will go to a different platform. He's already on a couple of other platforms.
I don't know. He's already deleting his tweets on Twitter because he thinks Twitter. He thinks he was like, YouTube is too harsh for me. I'm going to go to Twitter. Yeah, it's like he's already deleting tweets he makes because the deluge of trolls. Oh, and Twitter, man. Oh,
yeah.
Twitter just
Andrew
chef's kiss.
Rivera says, this is Chille's master plan to get kicked off YouTube, act as a victim while removing all evidence of what he has done, so it can't be used against him in court. The only problem with that is...
That's what I...
No, you're right. And you did say that. But the only problem with that is he's got to know that all of us have his shit. He's got to know this, right? There's not a video that he's put out that, especially in the more recent stuff, that has not been saved. You can't get rid of it. It's the internet. The internet never forgets. Okay?
It's true.
If that is his plan, which I don't think he's that mastermind, I really don't.
Well, he doesn't exactly think through his schemes.
That's my point. That's the thing. Yeah, that's like too advanced thinking.
Right.
I don't think, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can do
well, I say he doesn't think through his schemes, doesn't realize, like, ultimately long this will not work. Like, I'm going to sue Google. He said YouTube, but ostensibly it's Google. He's like, I'm going to sue one of the largest tech conglomerates on the planet. It's like, we can all say with all certainty, no, you're not. You think you're the first person to have this complaint? You're not. You think you'd be the last to have it? No. But there's no chance.
I was going to get that to that as well. So there was, I've invited Beaver because he knows this case better than I do. But there was another guy who accidentally streamed himself like an hour. Oh. Right. And he was like a game developer type person. And whereas,
what'd he do?
Well, so here's the thing. He's definitely on the spectrum. So he's autistic, right? And Acer Thorn, that's the right. Thank you, Strange Lex. It was the Acer Thorn case where, okay, back this up just a little bit. So Acer Thorn created a video game that he put out there, and people didn't like it. They reacted to it and were very critical of it. Yeah. And I'm assuming that kind of hurt his feelings. But in his anger, he decided to sue when his he had like an hour and a half. It's crazy long. Tony Regime, no, that was not somebody with a fake plot hole account. That was Johnny O. Irish Demon and I have beef, and he won't address it. Notice how every time I put
Really? I thought you were joking.
Every time I get in there, and we talk about, I call him out on this. He completely ignores it. He won't address it.
Oh, but no, he's ignoring me as well. He's too big for us. You know that. He's gotten way too big. He's up there. He's in the 5-figure echelon. Now he's. We understand that.
Echelon.
It's
a lower echelon, but
he's gotten too big. He doesn't respond to messages like he used to. Unless it's it serves the Irish. Yeah, it sounds so weird. The Irish Demon agenda. His channel. Like, I get this. I totally do. We knew one of us was gonna pop off of the Four Beardsmen, and that we feared that they would pop off and just kind of leave us behind. But what can you do?
Yep.
Irish Demon has changed.
Remember, anymore.
Fame doesn't change people; it reveals them.
Oh. Anyway,
that came off a lot worse than I intended it
to. So yeah, all you.
I still love Irish. I still do.
All you people out there who are questioning whether or not that was a real plot hole, that was the real plot hole. Trying to get Irish Demon to talk about the beef that he won't talk about.
What is the beef that he won't talk about?
He'll have to address it before
He's never going to.
Yeah. He tried to blow it off as like, oh, Johnny makes good food. Like, yeah, I know. That's not what we're talking about.
I did hear him showering you with compliments. Showering you and Erica with compliments. I did hear that. I was like, he's being remarkably. He's like, oh, he's such a great cook, and it's man, beautiful family. I was like, but what about the thing? The thing that he said. Where's this?
He just ignored it. Roto last name says that was the real plot hole. This is the fake one. Wait a minute. Anyway, so Acer Thorn, he accidentally streams himself doing just mundane things around. You can hear him he goes through a couple of fits, and I'm not trying to be insensitive when I say going through fits. He talks to himself a little bit, and he's in a towel at times. So this gets restreamed, and that really I'm sure he was embarrassed. But he decided to take them to court and sue. He sued fucking everybody. He sued YouTube. He sued Microsoft. He sued fucking everybody. And then
Bill Gates
after,
what did I have to do with this?
But subshame both of you. He's the Team Skeptic says, if you want somebody to subshame both of you, I have a few minutes. I'm sure you do. Give me a second, team. Anyway, so Acer Thorn fucking he sues everybody, and he wised up a little bit and said, you know what, YouTube, I'm not going to sue you. But YouTube's like, no, you done fucked up because you're trying to use our platform in a way that we don't like. So no, matter of fact, not only are we not going to be, we are going to handle this lawsuit.
Oh dear.
So YouTube has already done this, Chille. YouTube has been there, done that. They know the ins and outs.
I wasn't familiar with it. Did they make an example of him?
I mean, he lost his case. 100% lost his case.
Yeah.
There was no. Uh-oh. Fucking hell.
Oh, son of a bitch. The roller coaster has officially gone off the rails.
It is off the rails. Hang on a second. So yeah,
it's fixing my audio.
That's okay. That was that Acer Thorn nonsense.
I heard what you were talking about. I was just coming in as Unirock. I thought I'd come in character.
But, and again, this is one of the reasons why we'll talk about this, because this is directly contradicting the nonsense that Dr. Law put out. It's just absolute insane to sit there and say there's no case law dealing with fair use, or they haven't legislated on the 1976 DMCA stuff since 1976. Like, dude, they probably handle dozens, if not thousands, hundreds of cases a year dealing with this shit. It's fucking insane. Somebody talked about, hey, Cheshire Cat, somebody mentioned Schrodinger's cat, saying, well, Schrodinger's cat won all these cases. What Schrodinger's cat did, his never went to trial because these people never sued him. Right? They never actually took him to court. So he won the counter petitions with YouTube. He didn't win an actual court case. And that's another thing that Dr. Law and Chille haven't really wrapped their head around. This is not a
oh shit.
This is not a YouTube thing, right? This is not YouTube's rules. DMCA is not a rule for YouTube. YouTube did not say, hey, let's make this rule. No, it's a federal fucking law. All right, go ahead and shame us. Shame us, oh mighty one with 80,000 subs.
It's not 80,000 yet, but
right,
yeah.
80,998.
Now people will listen to the show. You'll see the chat will pick up and everybody will be saying significant things, and because you were losing them for a second talking about your life and shit.
Second sentence already savage.
Already, yeah.
What's up?
I'm over here talking about, oh, team, you're the source of affection and love, being positive, and you come in here and just shit all over the rug. Fucking hell.
My bad. It was nice. It was a nice rug.
It was a nice rug. Now I'm gonna have to get it.
It really tied the room together.
It did.
Yes, it did. Anyway, good to see you guys.
Jeff Bridges.
How are you, good sir?
I'm doing good. I'm out of well, I was never in hiding, but I'm out of the Interpol's eyesight for now. They're not looking for me.
You're safe.
I'm safe.
But are you still in Colombia?
No. I left Colombia when I lost the Centro.
Yes, that was the dude, Strange Lex. JL didn't acknowledge that I got his reference.
No, I do. Come on, Big Lebowski. I don't need to acknowledge that. Okay. You already. It's not exactly obscure.
That's not. Team Skeptic didn't know it, but that's okay.
I didn't know what.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck off. I know pretty much everything, but whatever.
I like how you gingerly, hang on a second.
You,
I like how you gingerly touch your microphone whenever you're coming on. I know it's to unmute. I get it. I just think it's funny.
You know everything, Team Skeptic?
Like, I think I can touch, yeah.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Much faster than a laden swallow.
I mean, you just said swallow, and I just got, distracted. So,
Johnny, he doesn't know.
He does know. Everybody knows that joke.
No, I just asked it, and he didn't respond. The answer is, what do you mean, an African or a European swallow?
Well, yeah, clearly.
That's but Skeptic.
The husk. It's got to be able to carry that little thing by its tiny little, grab the husk by its tiny little claw.
But Skeptic didn't say that, so.
My wife probably already knows what we're talking about because I said that. Where'd you get the coconuts? Fucking.
Are you suggesting coconuts migrate? They could be carried.
He could have carried it by its husk.
They could be carried. What? A swallow carried a coconut. It can grip it by the husk.
There. Now that we're done planting Monty Python, not that there's anything wrong with Monty Python. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you're not allowed to have an opinion on Monty Python, wife.
Just
kidding. She's back there giving shit to Monty, giving shade.
I could make the ultimate reference to be like, and I could say, what has Team Skeptic really done for us?
Nothing.
That's the life of the life of Brian.
Everybody, all of a sudden, this just in Beaver beats his wife. It's gonna be all over Turtle Boy's channel tomorrow.
Yeah. Lori Marie for $9.99 says, thank you for making me laugh. All of you, it means a lot. Absolutely, Lori. I mean, that's what we're here for. I want to make people laugh, enjoy. Give you some relevant information as well, but yeah, we're going to make you laugh for the most part. So Team Skeptic.
Yeah.
How's copyright court going?
I was fortunately given a reprieve by YouTube on 3 attempted strikes.
Yep.
He did attempt 3 on me. All 3 of them got rejected to YouTube, and he cried about it with the same crybaby message that he gave for everybody else. I am confident I will win.
But
then I read it in his own statement. He lists exactly why he likely won't win. Like the exact counter argument is in his statement. I understand that all fair use, all situations of fair use are not equal and must be determined in a court of law. It's like,
well, okay. So here's the thing. Here's one of the biggest attractors for his complaint when he talks about these troll accounts are profiting off of my content. They don't care. Fair use, they don't care. Like that is, whereas they will acknowledge that is part of it, but it is looked at as so minuscule because the standard of transformative comes way before how much money is being made, right?
Yeah.
So let's say if I do what Chille was talking about doing, just restreaming Transformers. And by the way, yes, people did roast me for that one because I was giving Chille the benefit of the doubt. But then in that same Dr. Law discussion, when he was like, "Oh, I didn't know," I busted his balls. So people were like, "You got to watch the whole thing before you fucking try."
Yeah, that Dr. Law guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about on copyright.
He's an idiot.
At all.
Idiot. Yes.
And that was my very first exposure to him, because as everybody knows, I don't really watch a lot of Chille content. So.
But team, there's never been a case like this. Dr. Law said himself. There's never been a case like this
ever. But
age 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
avocado.
As a part of the content that I cover, it was interesting. It was weird watching Chille do this to everybody going after Team and Irish and everybody else with the copyright strikes because as part of the content that I cover, Darth Dawkins tried to do the exact same thing. Because he was sick and tired of Tom Rabbit doing all the commentary on his bad inflation arguments, all the crap that he does. So he devised a plan to have somebody in his rooms at all time streaming his conversations and making content out of it. And that was Supreme Overlord stream, whatever like this. But so they were making content via with Darth Dawkins arguments. Tom Rabbit would still cover that, and they thought they could get him on a copyright strike by doing that, not realizing that it still falls within fair use. So even someone like Darth Dawkins has gone down this road. Chille's not the first. He will not be the last.
No, but my question for you is, on the Darth Dawkins stuff, what do you think the intentions Darth Dawkins had when he filed the copyright strikes?
The intention was to shut Tom Rabbit's channel down.
All right, so Chille is not thinking in those terms. He's thinking there's something else that's hitting him, and that's the ability to dox all these people.
Yep.
Like he's only doing that because he knows people that fucking counter are going to end up having to dox themselves unless they use counterdmca.com. Highly recommend it. I would have used it 3 times had Chille been successful, but he wasn't. So fuck you, Chille. But I will say that Chille's intentions are a little bit different than what Darth Dawkins' intentions are. Chille is trying to get everybody's information so he can use that to hold them hostage.
Yes.
How does he think that? But explain to me the logic.
Work with self-employed people?
Explain to me the logic here. How does that? I mean, just because I have someone's information. Okay, for example, if Team and I were like mortal enemies, I have Team's information, but how can I use that? He's self-employed. He's self-employed.
Trying to get people fired and stuff. He said it himself.
Yeah, so that's part of it. But also, if you listen to what happened with the whole Blue Bacon situation, when he got Blue Bacon's information, he made it extremely clear what he was intending to do.
Giving it to other people. That's about as far is handing it to people who have malevolent intention.
Right.
There's also an aspect that that's not being explored here about how people feel about private security and their privacy.
So it's the emotional attack?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just finding
because
that one weak spot.
You can ask the audience, I'm sure, I'm sure to be about half and half. Who doesn't mind being doxxed and who'd prefer to stay not doxxed,
AJ, you're right. AJ Ravenwolf brings it up. It's individuals who have kids.
Yeah.
Because if you find their personal information, if they have kids, especially young children that are in school, you can find their schools, and I absolutely get it. I absolutely get it. I wasn't considering it.
Clover Mom's recent video where Chille like contacted her family, her children, and when he spoke with her oldest, I believe it was her oldest son, he made comments like, "Oh, I'll just release pictures of her, and we'll see release pictures of her and where she lives, and we'll just see where the chips fall." Like, dude, the really not so veiled threats. That's what it is. It's intimidation tactic. Well, I have your information, so this is what I can do with your information. You better acquiesce to what I have to say. Let me get this chat really quick.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Paul Rumore Fraser for £4.49 says, "Team helps us to point and laugh at stupid. Abso-freaking-lutely."
You know it, baby.
Yeah, but apart from the good advice and the technical expertise and the societal awareness and the comedic timing and the prop comedy and the...
That's too much ass kissing to Team Skeptic. Sorry.
No,
but apart from all that,
he said humble during the time that he.
But apart from all that, what has Team really done for us?
Anyway, Beaver, what were you going to say?
Well, all I was kind of queuing on is like, okay, so yeah, don't get me wrong, it's still not his right to choose whether or not our information gets out, barring the odd person like Blue Bacon, who maybe has some people who are possibly in jail or gotten out of jail that might not be happy with him and stuff like that. And let's face it, we all got our past and everything, and different people have different levels of past. But like the average person doesn't have somebody that wants to hurt them. So like for the average person doing what he's doing, like, yeah, I don't really want him blasting my personal information all over the internet because that's not really his right. But it beyond that, like, I can't think of anybody who's going to want to come and actually assault me at my house other than maybe some of these douches that we make fun of, I guess.
Yeah. Who's going to go to Canada to do that? So Global
that's right.
He's going to
come get me.
He's going to come out to Deliverance territory to do that to me.
Yeah, right. He wanted to call me to call it shrews with him, so he won't show pictures of my kids, pictures that are already on their Instagram accounts. Wow.
He deleted his Instagram, by the way, or he private or hit it because it's not there anymore.
Yeah, because again, he got
roasted for like 24 hours straight.
Yeah, they have it.
We all made accounts. Everybody has an account now on Instagram.
Tones, I see it right now. I see it right now, and it's I'm not even logged in. Yeah.
We got hidden then.
Well, I mean, Chille DeCastro _ 2022, right?
Yeah, but I searched it and it says this account doesn't exist. I did it a few times. I tried to do it from a different Instagram account to see if I was blocked. Maybe
he has a picture looking like he's trying to be the cool grandpa. Like I said, Chille, the grandpa look doesn't suit you. You're missing a son and grandson to be the cool grandpa. So
so we all just got hidden is what happened.
Yeah, probably.
He blocked.
This is what he wants. He wants an echo chamber. That's all he wants. He just wants to be able to,
he wants to be alone with his victims, as Tony so succinctly pointed out. He doesn't want any dissenting opinion, so that he can be alone with his grift and take advantage of the people who are, unfortunately, ignorant enough to believe his spiel.
He is so lucky that there is not a dislike button on Twitter. There is a ratio, and when last I looked in his last or one of his comments, he had like 2 likes and like 40 something comments. Chille, and okay, hey Boomer Chille, that means that people hate you and they don't like you enough to hit the like button. Okay, that's what that means. You gotta weigh it out. Why are there so many comments but not so many like hits? That's how you know that you're stupid. And the people that are commenting don't fucking like you because they fucking don't.
This is an AI's depiction. Somebody fed it into Midjourney. It was a bioengineer on the Masshole. I asked if I could put this up. And he basically fed one of those AIs a frame of Chille on the balcony in Colombia, and then told it to basically that Chille was having a bad day on Twitter. And this is what the AI, you can see the Twitter bird about to eat his goddamn head. And this is literally generated by a computer. Oh my God, it's funny.
That's beautiful.
Prissy Texas Tomboy for $5 says Chillito dildo confused DCMA and DMCA. He even said defense.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he said Defense Contract Management Agency, and that fair use is not mentioned anywhere. Yes. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's so dumb.
When I heard I fucking had to scrub back to listen to that egregious fuckery again.
I love that fourth one. I love that fourth picture. Just
It made these two apparently.
1 and 4. 1 and 4 are the best on that.
That really looks. Hey, if you look at those pictures, it really looks like how he's how he's aged in real life. You know, like each one of those pictures to me just looks like he's getting a little bit older
Yep.
and older and older.
You're right.
And fucking and
He
with
does.
every live stream he does, with every video he puts out, he ages. He ages
Yes.
because he's like,
He's so stressed
you know,
out.
he is, and the thing is there's this humane side of me that wants, because I don't want to break the toy, like Merv said. I mean, me and Kate have both said this. Kate said it was the original person that said it and says, "Hey, look, we don't want to break our toy." It's actually, he actually quotes that line in the lawsuit against me in the civil harassment when I say we don't want to break our toy, because to be honest, like, we want him to be endless entertainment, endless. Chille,
Yeah,
listen,
but
Chille.
there are ways to go about it. And again, this is where I opened the show with my disagreement about what Kate said, talking about people who report his videos are no different than Chille for filing false copyright strikes. That is
No, because they
That's-
reported them for valid TOS violations
Exactly.
Messed up.
and things that are dangerous and unappreciated acts on a
driving
public platform.
whilst streaming and
He had his
typing on his
fucking laptop on his
Yeah.
goddamn lap.
Yeah.
So
He was
the way I said this the other day on my
Oh my
stream,
God.
I said, look, I'm personally not reporting him for those things, but I understand if other people do,
Right.
because it's against the way I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. I
don't.
I'm not calling
you know.
anybody to do anything. I want to make sure when 100% clear. I am not asking anybody to do anything. Right. I can't stop you. And no, that's not one of those weird workarounds to like suggest that that's what I want you
Yeah,
to
we're
do.
not displaying the link on the screen like, hey,
Right.
don't go click this link, guys. It's
Yeah.
up to you whether you decide.
Hold on, let me
that's
show
something
you a
you wanna
link
report.
so that you guys can see what we mean.
Stop it.
No shit.
But
But it is. It's up to
hang
the
on a second,
audience to
read this.
decide what they want to report for their
Exactly.
reasons, not for my reasons.
Right.
I very rarely hit the report button, but it happens occasionally. If I see something that I think is egregious enough that it should not be accepted, then I'll report things. But it's rare.
Johnny only
It has
does
to
it
be
when
pretty
people
bad.
talk shit about him. That's why there's no videos of Johnny, people talking shit about Johnny.
It's not true. People talk shit about me all the time. Paul Rumore Fraser for £4.49 says
On
it-
my Discord server doesn't count, Johnny.
Oh, dang it. It's through Team that I found you, Johnny, Beaver, and Beaver. Team helped. I think he meant jail. Where's it, Johnny Beaver? I don't know.
No,
Team
he
helped
said Johnny's Beaver.
Oh,
he left
that's
an S out.
Yeah, there we go.
He's
Careful, it bites.
Careful advice. Arr! Team helped me keep I had left with sanity when Karen's felt self-entitled. Thank you for that super chat, by the way. I really appreciate that. And we have Chris for $9.99 says that's definitely giving Chille too much credit. His idea of 40 chess is knocking over the crown checkers, falling off the board and hitting a chair on the way to the floor. Thank you so much for that super chat. Absolutely. Doesn't know how to. His ability is just not. His cognitive ability of planning, it doesn't work. He doesn't like. He's too much in the moment. And then I think what happens when he realizes that he's said a whole bunch of shit that he can't take back, he's got to double down on it. He can't say, hey guys, I fucked up here. So even when he does say that,
I don't think he thinks he's ever fucked up.
I know that's just what I was about to say, is that even when he does say something, hey, I just fucked up, it's I just fucked up, but because you made me fuck up, because you made me do this, right?
Yeah, normally I would have not responded like this had it not been for you
Mhm.
forcing me to respond in this manner.
Yep.
and then he'll double or triple down on the fact that, or like the kids with cancer thing is still amazing.
Yeah,
No. Listen. I didn't wish cancer on all of the children. Just you and just the trolls
just the
children.
troll
Like
children, yeah.
just had to reaffirm. Just it wasn't all the kids. It was some of the kids.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing about that is that, like, when he went through his phases, right? He said it the first time. Everybody gave him shit about it. He even said, man, I wish I could take back saying that, but I can't. And then he goes into his apologetic phase to say, hey, I'm sorry for saying that in the first place. I should have never said that. He did that. And in the same stream, after the trolls were coming in and giving him
Yep.
a hard time, he turned around and said, yeah, because somebody, what they say, but you said you wish cancer on my kid. Who was it? 2 HD cat, right? to
Oh yeah, he
Asian
asked
cat.
him, "Do you
Just
still?"
your
Yeah.
kids and
Yeah,
the
no,
Yeah.
just yours.
And
Like
he says, not, yeah, I don't know. And then he went into it and he was like, I don't wish cancer on children. I just wish cancer on the trolls' children, on
Right.
your children. You, if you're the trolls. Yeah, fuck you, Chille. Fuck you.
Like, how about just like, and the other thing is, like, anybody who's he spends so much time convincing us what a good person he is.
Yeah.
And actually, Leon Lush even said this the other day. He said if you have to spend a certain amount of time telling people what a good person you are, there's actually a really good chance that you're not a good person.
Yeah.
Because
Paul
you have
Rue-
to you have
You
to
ever
convince
notice
them.
that he fucking always says that he's never run a Ponzi scheme? He doesn't have multiple lines of credit. Like he has to make sure you always remember that about him.
I've got some leads on all that stuff too, by the way. I'll just leave that there for now. Paul Rue Moore Fraser for £1.79 says, Johnny forgot to tell you, don't feck it up. There was one time, I was getting to a bunch of super chats, and I think so. I accidentally called him Rue Paul as opposed to Paul Rue.
Yeah, I just call him Paul Fraser.
Mr. Schrodinger's cat says, Team lives at a doctor's office and sees a tongue depressor.
Yes. I actually have put on some weight. I am at the size of a human-sized tongue depressor now.
Hey, Patty Mel, good to see you. I don't believe it, but that's fine. Let's see. Tones overthinks it, who's been a Plotho crew member for 11 months. Says,
Woo, Tones.
There we go. Wait till Chille meets Twitter trolls. Far worse. He already has.
No, yeah. The beautiful thing about that is that so we have an extremely pro meme community, right? Like our people, if the thing that would make our community even better is if YouTube said, you know what, fuck it, go ahead and put memes in the chat or in the comment section. We'd have 10 times as many comments because the memers would just come in and put their meme over and over. You could do that on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
You can you could put videos on there as responses. Like there was a video saying, hey, remember this time, racist? Like that. You can do that shit on Twitter. That shit you can't do on YouTube. So while I'm not encouraging anybody to go start a Twitter account just to go in there and mess with that guy.
Yeah, don't do that. Let's not brigade. Anyway, Chris for $4.99.
I said I'm not. I'm just saying he's not prepared for that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I'm backing you up on your don't do this with super chat. I'm gonna read. Chris for $4.99 says, did Skeptic just get Chillitoed by a Monty Python reference? He did 3 times.
Yep.
So yeah, and really what I wanted to do is I wanted to speak about the plethora of case law that just completely destroys Chille's and Dr. Law's position when talking about, that.
What case law? There's never been a case like this, Johnny. What are you talking about?
No.
Never.
I was told to look at Hughes versus Benjamin because it was one of the more recent ones that, again, the Southern District Court of New York. And in reading this, let's see here. Let me get to the opinion.
Have you ever, or are you familiar with that? Achille Hughes versus Sargon of Akkad.
I think I've got one of those here. Sargon of Akkad. That's the SJW.
That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I opened with Hughes versus Benjamin was all he did was take part of Benjamin's video and clip it and put.
No, Benjamin is Sargon of Akkad.
I'm sorry, the other way around. The SJW video was just a bunch of clips of the original source video, and the district court
anti-SJW.
Right. Well, the video is called SJW's, what do they call
it? Like the hypocrisies of the
SJW levels of awareness.
Levels of awareness. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Anyway, copied Hughes' original video about the election, and all that he did was take pieces of that and put it together. And they said that was transformative. The district court said, nope, that is transformative. It's not copyright infringement.
Yeah, and then he also Chille says that that the audiences are shared because we're both YouTubers. No, that's not correct either. They were both YouTubers.
Right.
It still stood for him. It was fair use. And the funny thing is that you're right. He offered nothing to it. Nothing. We offer shit to
didn't
all
do
of our
anything.
content.
Right.
And it was just the simple fact that, does it convey a different enough message that someone who would normally be looking for your content wouldn't stumble upon our content and say, you know what, this is good enough for me to not go looking for the original content?
Yeah.
And that's not what it would happen.
In reading this case, Hughes had a couple of missteps when they went and defined what SJW means, that it's a slur towards people who are a progressive ideology. So like Hughes did not help the case at all, because the court looked at it and said, well, if you're acknowledging that this is what was it, not a commentary, but criticism, if the channel's position or if the name of the video is position would invite people who would criticize, who are naturally ready to criticize social justice warriors, that in itself pulls away from copyright infringement. We've already started to get into fair use, because just the name of the video itself is talking about how that is offering commentary criticism of a particular position.
Yeah.
Well, and if our content is so similar, why are Chille's fans in our comments talking shit?
Right.
And there's a lot of times, like, you know, we're doing 3-4 hour streams on a 45-minute video. You know, there's a lot added to those streams that are not just, you know, playing Chille's video nonstop for everybody to watch, you know, and then talking about it for 3 hours after it's done. You know, that's not what we're doing.
Right. Yeah, and there was one against Sony Music. I think it was Sony.
Don't go after the music companies, though. They are malicious.
But yes, they are malicious. Here's the thing: if you challenge a music company like Rick Beato, I talk about Rick Beato all the time. He's got the "What Makes a Song Great" series, which, if you're a music fan, it's one of the best breakdowns, like musical breakdowns, you're gonna find. Right, so you actually
just expect
through
the music company to come at you with everything. That's all.
Oh, absolutely, for certain. But he gets copyright claimed often. He'll get a strike or two every now and again, or a strike. He'll get a a blocking. If he were to take he could take all of those to court, and he would win every single one of them just based on this one, Hughes versus Benjamin. Just based on Hughes versus Benjamin, he can win every single one of those in court.
You're talking about music?
Yeah. Because what he does again is transform.
No, he could. Yeah, I know.
I haven't seen an example of what we're talking about, so I didn't know if we were.
See, if you look up Rick Beato,
channel content.
He does like very small clips at a time, though. He doesn't let the song play in its entirety. So there's not really like it. Let's say Chille wanted to do the Transformers. Let's just say he was being serious about that and not just rage lying like he always fucking does. He could actually do that, but he couldn't let it play for too long, because they would definitely come after him for anything that was even questionable for fair use.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if he really was doing like 30 seconds at a time and then talking about the lighting or talking about the acting or the score in the background or whatever, he could actually pull it off. But then again, the 2-hour-long video would be, you know, 8 hours long, because he would have
if he did the Transformer thing and got claimed on it, I was gonna do a stream where for 20 minutes we just played Transformer in like 20 seconds at a time, basically with commentary between them to see if we could get away from it.
Yeah,
so that'd be fun.
But yeah, getting back to like the Rick Beato example, even that has been, there are case laws. Are there a case law that is based on other? Like I said, I meant to get all this stuff in better order, but I just didn't do it because I actually have a job to do. Anyway, there are other ones where they talk about where it was an actual. I think it was against Sony, and Sony lost because they deemed that what the other original content was, or the content creator who covered this song, like, no, that's transformative. It's not. Well, but they're making money off it. That doesn't matter. The courts do not care, and that it has been put into several opinions that I've read. Courts like, well, whereas that is a contributing factor to our decision, we're less likely to look at that, especially once fair use has been established. I don't care how much money you make on it.
No. Once fair use has been established, what they're saying is that your work is a different copyrighted material
Right.
to the original copyrighted material. That's what they're essentially saying.
Yeah.
That's what the argument is. You know, the argument is, are you using my content for yourself? And is your content, you know, truly taking away from the viewership on my content, you know? And if that's the case, then he has a case. But in Delete Law's case, he doesn't. You know, there's some people that should probably interject a little bit more playing his videos. And I'll go ahead and say it. Some of the people I watch, sometimes they'll let it run a bit long, and I'm like, ooh, you know, like, that's cutting it close. You know, that's
So
cutting it
this is
close.
in the content that we cover. It's a tough, like, this is tough, right? Because I had conversations with Beaver. I've had conversations with everybody here about this particular thing. Like, our audience, our audience, our target audience, they're more shut up and let the video play. But like, no, we can't do that. There's a reason why we do what we do. We can't just take a Glenn Serio video and put it up and then watch it, right? We have to transform it. We have to add commentary. And our audience, they don't want that. But that's, again, that would be a copyright infringement, right? We have to do that. We have, not only do we have to,
I got that comment just the other day on a Chille live stream. He's like, listen, I think you're funny. I like your content, but stopping the video every, 30 seconds to talk about something or every minute to talk about something. I'm like, that's kind of what I'm required to do.
Yeah. We have to. Yeah.
So,
well, bottom line is, I think that people should really, in Chille's instance, Chille needs to understand that the two main cases that he really needs to focus on that are relevant to him are both the Benjamin Hughes case and the H3H3 case, because we do reaction commentary.
Yep.
And a lot of Chille's arguments have already been argued in court, Chille.
Yep.
Okay, Matt Haas, I believe his name is, right?
Yeah,
he's the one that
versus Matt Haas.
Yeah, Matt Haas is the one who
was,
was like,
thing.
"Hey,
got all sissy about it.
You're using my content to talk shit about me. You know, feel free to use my content if you're telling people how great I am, but if you're gonna talk shit about me, then you can't use it. I'm gonna copyright claim your video." And he did.
Johnny and I watched it the other day. It's not even that bad of a, like, it's not even like you think, oh, what kind of grilling did they give this guy? It was like, it's hilarious. But I mean, all they were doing is clowning this guy and his, cheesy parkour pickup video, whatever the hell that thing was.
Right.
So, Chille has this Dr. Law guy who's really pushing Chille in bad directions because he doesn't know what he's talking about. And he's thinking he can just read through a couple of lines of terms of service and go, "Oh yeah, you're covered, bro." And Chille's like, "Wow, you're a fucking genius. So let me go ahead and listen to you. You say I'm covered, I'm covered then." And that's not the case.
He went and found the one person who agrees with him, because he has law in his name, because he fucking has law. I swear to God. I hope, and I think I said this to Beaver after that live stream last week. I think it was the Beaver. I said, I really hope this Dr. Law guy is fucking just trolling the shit out of Chille because Chille. I really hope that's what's happening. But if it is, and he's purporting himself to be a legal expert, then that could be troublesome. Taipan23 says, when watching a Chille video, you have to stop every 30 seconds for sanity's sake.
And also, I'd like to point out that usually when you get your first terms of service strike, it's a warning. So this is not his first. This is his second.
Yes.
At least,
so at least arguably the reason why it was so harsh was because the level of, like, the egregious nature. Again, unconfirmed information that I've received from a source, that it was over 15,000 violations.
That's crazy.
And I understand why people. Why people are questioning it, right? Because they're like, well, if it's 15,000, why wasn't it automatically deleted? Here's one of the reasons why they probably went the way they went, because I think, from what I understand, if all of the terms of service violations or the instances of a TOS violation happen in one video, that's considered one overall, that's one actual instance of a TOS violation. Even though there are several examples, we could pick to several different things in these videos. And again, this is from what I understand from my source. Whatever.
Well, I want to add to that. There's also the times when they'll let you know, hey, your content, we feel your content violates terms of service and you didn't do this on purpose. We're going to take your video down.
I had that once with a
yeah,
thumbnail.
it's happened to me a few times where they've told me that, oh, we're taking your content down because we believe it violates TOS and we feel
it's
that
when
you
you're
did
right
this
on the line,
accident.
I think, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
mine was that they didn't like the chick's bum in the thumbnail. I mean, it was a fully bikini bottom, but they just didn't like the ass cheeks and the bikini hanging out, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, they gave me a nudity strike for dancing on Nathan Thompson's grave because my ass was in the fucking screen. Whatever.
I would give you
a nice ass.
What, really?
I would give you
yeah.
the content. I would give you a community strike for that too, but I'm just saying.
Wait.
Stop it.
You had your butt, was it a full butt out or something? I never saw
No,
this.
I was dancing on my chair and it like started to turn as I was getting crunk and my butt was like twerking a bit because I twerk sometimes on accident and fucking YouTube gave me a strike. It said nudity and sexual content, bro.
Yeah, I remember that. Welsh News Network for £2 says, "Hey all, good to see you, Welch."
There's no way that tiny ass can clap though.
No. Paul Rumor.
It was not really about the nudity. It was about subjecting the world to that. It's kind of,
Paul Fraser for £4.49
Thanks
says,
for chiming
"Anywho, the
in.
difference between you guys and Chille Dumbo is that you have real coherent content and do not suffer from Dunning-Kruger effect." Oh man, did you hear Chille talk about Dunning-Kruger? I guess I'm just a Dunning.
He calls him Dunning and Kruger.
Dunning and Kruger, yeah.
I guess I'm just a Dunning and Kruger.
It's like, come on, man, you just make it too easy. And again, I don't want to sit there and harp. I don't want to make fun of Chille. I want to, Jesus Christ, never fucking do it again, Brainy.
What the fuck is this?
Fucking hell. Chaos Warden for $5 says, Merv has been debunking Dr. Law for a while. Dr. Law says he can practice law in 2 states, but has never shown any proof. I would really feel sorry for anybody who just happens to hire him as an attorney because he's, again, I seriously hope that this is bad. I seriously hope that it's just a big troll on Chille, because if not, fucking hell. The Rabbit for $5 says, I feel like a niche viewer now because I would stop the video alone. I watched Skeptic for the honesty, witty banter, and to see the gap. Sorry, brah.
That's fucked up.
Mind
the gap, homie.
Mind the gap.
Mind the gap.
Well, I to respond to what you said, team, I try to keep the what I say to a minimum when you're around, because you're such a dominating presence, and every time I say something, it winds up, I wind up getting clapped back for whatever it is. So I try not to feed you too much fodder that you can use against me. So I just kind of I
have all the fodder already.
I just kind of just stay quiet and just kind of hang back and just let you do your thing. Just kind of stay out of
feeding off your fodder for a while, son.
That's kind of weird. I thought you were going to say something, Jay. I thought you had more to say.
Nope, not when team's around.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's shy in front of the.
Not shy in front of team. I just I've learned not to give team ammunition. Is what it came down to.
Ever insulted one of my friends ever? I don't do that. That's not how I roll, Holmes.
When you get going, you're kind of spray and pray with what you do, and you got allies on your side going, "What the fuck, man? Shit!"
I know, man. I do that. I'll be honest with myself.
But it's all good. It's all good. No, I've learned. It's one of the things. Like when you walk into the Amazon and you go into the water, piranhas are a thing. Just be aware. Don't be surprised when you get your shoe. Don't be surprised
one of the guys on your fucking excursion accidentally shoots you looking for one of those piranhas.
When you go into the water and a little Candiro fish named Team Skeptic swims up your urethra, don't be surprised. Just don't be like, yo, this is the hazard. This is a hazard.
Those fish are. I saw Anaconda, and I that just changed my world. Finding out that there's a little fucking thing that'll swim up my dagger.
I am that little thing.
It swims up your stream right into your and then
your stream.
It's anyway. That's how it finds you.
Yeah.
That's how it finds you.
Sorry, the one in fucking Anaconda was in his throat. I'm thinking of the rundown.
No. They mentioned the catfish. They mentioned that little catfish in Anaconda and how it targets people by looking for their, like, if they're peeing, and then it swims up their stream into the their urethra, and then bristles out its spine so that it can it has to be cut out.
Bristles. Oh shit! I didn't know I had this on.
AZ Jeep Girl says Chille doesn't know how to read case law. Every case he cites on his trifold is either wrong or is state case law that doesn't apply. Yeah, he doesn't even know how to read his own. He doesn't even know how to read his own fucking case that he's filed. And
wait, if they can swim,
hang on a second. I have to address this. PhD Jones says, "Did Team Skeptic just say jail is not his friend?" That's exactly what he said.
No, I've never said that.
You
but
did,
I do want to
you
ask
said you never insult your friends.
You have alluded.
You insult this guy all the time.
Implied. How about that? Implied?
Let's ask
alluded
the chat.
To?
Chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever heard me or heard.
Given the evidence we can infer.
Put a 1 in the chat if you can, given the evidence, infer that I bully people that are my friends. I better see 0 1s. 0. That never happens. Look at that. No ones. I told you. They know what time it is. They know I'll bully the shit out of them if they put a 1.
Let the chat catch. My god, they know I'll bully them if they put the. Come on, man.
Commander Darklight doesn't count. He's the only one that put it. Everybody else is.
Fred Knotts, PhD.
Wow, look at this fucking stream delay. All it took was the host putting a 1 down one time. Look at it. Some people are putting 1s multiple times.
It's because you've done it multiple times.
I've never. 0.
Those aren't one. Those aren't ones in excitement. Those are ones for every time they remember.
After, as the good and wise freedom fighter said, 0 times has that happened. 0.
I remember a conversation we had where I was stuck in a period of self-reflection because of some things that you said, and I was like, I really got to look at myself and really do some serious searching. And people are like, no, dude, that's just team being team. You're fine. It's just team. Just that's the nature of it. It's like, oh, that's right. I'm in the Amazon, and he's the catfish that will swim up my dick.
I kind of remember the night you're talking about, and let me just say, you shouldn't listen to any of them, okay?
So Welsh News Network for £2 says, "I will out myself. I am one of Johnny's sources." This is true.
Shit.
This is true. No, this is not meant to be a joke. It's not meant to be troll. It's not meant to be funny. Welsh News Network did reach out to me and provide me with some information that I was able to use in the story. And again, I'm still working on confirmation, so I don't want anybody to think that it just takes one person to give me information. It doesn't. Go back and listen to everything that I've said. I said unconfirmed reports, etc. So this is, yes, Welsh News Network has no problem with me talking about how he is one of my sources. There we are. He's outed himself. So there we go. Chille, get mad at me. That's fine. Get mad at Welsh. I don't care. Do your thing. But you fuck around, you find out.
Ed209, team wants a 1 because he has the same shape. He wants to be validated.
Fucked up.
Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill Stupidity for $2 says, "Go look at the Pretty Chillita parody song I did. I know I've got one queued up that we'll play here in a minute, Uncle Artie. I don't think this one's yours, though. Skids Crasher for $2 says, "Hello, Johnny O. Jail, Beaver, and team." Hello, Skids Crasher. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hey, look, I just discovered a way to be able to blend in better with the beardsman. See, I can just add a little.
You can add a little, yeah.
Just touch
there
more.
You go.
Just thicken it up a little bit.
Can you do one more here?
No. This patch. This is Taiwan separated from the mainland.
I love that soul patch.
this,
the wrong
this
spot.
is my Strait of China or whatever, Strait of Taiwan up here.
Yep.
It's literally a flat Earth soul patch.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
I'm working on it.
But to say frayed edges actually pointed out, I was like, yeah, dude, Team Skeptic damn near broke me. He did. That was early on when I had just kind of started, and I was kind of getting the feel for everything, and I had to go through, my team had to put me through my paces. He had to put me through my paces so that I could deal with, now that I've built up a bit, I'm not nearly as big as any of them yet. One day I will be, I hope so. But I had to be put through my paces so that, when the comments start rolling in, that I can deal with them in a professional and mature manner. And Team got me through there. He was my gauntlet. So
Wow.
he said, if I can't deal with it from a friend, there's no way I can handle it from psychos on the internet. I can deal with Chille because I've dealt with Team.
Yep.
Well,
I do need
know
to.
that-
Go ahead, team. Go ahead.
No, man, go ahead. You
was
seem
gonna
to
say-
you seem to be having fucking something serious you're about to say.
I do have some. shit.
You're very assertive in your first 3 words.
So what I was saying was, oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, buddy. What I was saying was, Juggernaut Jared sent me a Discord DM. The monsters. Wait. I've got to fucking get my glasses fixed. These are supposed to be new, but here I'll just you stupid machina. Go check out that channel that I just posted. They are doing a 12 days of streaming from the 11th to the 23rd of December, and all proceeds are going to the Wounded Warrior Project. So make sure you check that out. That was Schrodinger's cat favorite charity. So yeah, check it out. That would be awesome. Yeah. Also, heck, we've got one from Arian Rod, who is doing, I think I've got it in my Discord. They are working on there's another one. There's a Jesus Christ, I can never find this shit when I need it.
Thank you for that, Brooke McLymond. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Anyway, so
that makes my day.
Sorry, Arian Rod. And I've got the link posted in my. Let's see, I think it's pinned in my Discord. But they are running a fundraiser to help feed hungry families this Thanksgiving. So what they're doing is they're getting a bunch of cash together. They're going to get gift cards and send them out to these families so they can buy themselves some food this year. So yeah, if you want to contribute to both of those, I'll post the other links in the community tab here sometime this week. Tones Overthinks It for $10 says, in Chille's first Instagram stream, oh God, he's calling for people to go to city council meetings and demand them to ban torture cuffs. City councils can't actually do that, and he already tried once and failed. Yeah, it's not. Taipan 23, that's right. It's a pink submarine fund. Thank you for that, Tones. Appreciate that. Oh, what's going on?
What up, Tones?
All right, so really quick, I've got one. What am I looking for? I've got one of these songs that somebody asked me to share.
Also got blocked by Chille on Instagram. Thank you.
Of course. Tones should be blocked because
I ain't leaving it. No comments. I ain't getting blocked. I'm gonna go watch this stupidity over there.
I got 2 accounts. I'll just get him on another one. But I just kept basically putting "Dear Chille" lol under his different posts. So.
Really quick, Teresa Flobert says, "What's the word on Irish Demon?" It's been very quiet in that corner, getting concerned. So his main channel is paused because of the false copyright strikes. We are working on getting that taken care of. Yeah.
He streamed on his backup on his other
yeah, I was
channel.
going to say he streamed on Irish Demon Reloaded. I think he renamed it, which was a mistake, but he was on his backup channel giving some of the details about the Turtle Boy meetup. So he's doing all right. He's doing all right. All right,
that's going to be its own big thing, as you can see, for the next little bit.
That's the new cesspool. All right,
I was like, man, Chille's gone. I saw this. This was good.
My name is Jose de Castro.
You will hear exactly who I am, what I'm about, what I stand for, and what my mission is.
My name is Jose.
You think you're gonna stop me? You think you're gonna stop me? You think you're gonna stop me? I'm coming after you. You've never met anybody like me. I'm never stopping. I'm coming after you. You're being hunted. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna get you. I'm not ever stopping. And it's creepy. It's creepy. Are you scared? I'm not ever stopping. It's creepy. It's creepy. I'll never stop going down, down, down. When things start to go crazy, I just take a breath and I calm down. It doesn't
No, you
work.
don't.
And then I talk to my family and my friends, and they tell me just to stop. I won't stop. Cross my heart, hope to die. I'm gonna
My
get you,
family tells me to
motherfucker,
shut
and
the
I'm
fuck
gonna
up.
get you good. Are you scared? I'm on a life's mission here from God. Never stop until they're all destroyed. Are you scared? All destroyed. I'm not ever stopping. And it's creepy. It's creepy. Are you scared? Until they're all destroyed. I'm not ever stopping. This just goes on and on and on. I'm not ever stopping. Are you just crazy? Until they're all destroyed. Are you scared? It's creepy. Are you scared? I'll never stop going down. I'm so sorry. My mouth's dry.
Hey Johnny, there's a link in the sent to you. That's because there was
Hey.
another one that came out too. That's funny.
Who did this one? That was really good.
This was Dickbag Patrol.
Dick Bag Patrol. Good shit.
There's the one winning from Lulz. I'm pretty sure that's a YouTube song too. You're able to play because it's listed as a YouTube. It's licensed to the YouTube audio library. I just
One
linked
winning?
it to you.
The
Yeah,
winning one?
it's just a song, but it doesn't have Chille in it all. But it has it's just you'll see. It's just all Chille
I
images.
saw part
It's
of this
pretty.
one. Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
We'll look at this one here for it.
I'm gonna miss my quote machine. I hope we didn't break our toy permanently because honestly, like, oh, man, you can cut. You look at my most recent short. He is just a minefield of things that you can pull out in like little clips, audio things. Like I was gonna make a button panel of Chille saying egregious shit, so I
Oh,
can just
yeah,
press it,
soundboard,
and threaten
yeah.
to dox people, like talk about buses going off fucking full of trolls. Like it's gonna be amazing.
Welsh News Network for £5 says, "Hey, Skeptic, did you hate London with them shouting 'Mind the Gab' on the tube?"
No. I accept my fate. And it's supposed to be Mind the Gap.
Mind the Gap.
Welsh News Network just can't spell.
I got you. Calm down. Gosh. I'm going to start an intergalactic war. What are you doing?
He sent you an Australian P.
An Australian P.
It was upside down.
Oh.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive.
It's a memorial at this point for Chille.
Go by at night, I be in my field.
All right, that's enough. That's enough Chille's face.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's funny just because the like I started laughing when I got to like the fifth different like finger gun. I started just laughing.
Yeah, that's another thing he's done. He's stolen Bridge the Divide from JL, and now he's stolen finger guns from me. You don't see us suing him, fucker. Just calm down. It's cool. Whatever.
Had to rip off
These
my entire
channels
channel
are popping
concept.
up. I mean, these channels. I said to my wife, I said it's like from like all things from destruction comes new life. Though, like you've got this like flurry of small channels that Chille's like brought from the ashes essentially and made.
This is
into,
exactly
like,
what
these
happened
small
with
up and coming channels.
This is exactly what happened with Flat Earth. Like
It's
it
true.
straight up, like it got to the point where there were, right now you could probably find 10 active Flat Earth channels that are doing something, that are really doing something with Flat Earth. you know. But when I was first coming up and everything, there were hundreds of channels that were putting content.
Now they're all on OnlyFans, and it's just
Yeah.
a circle jerk content all the time.
Oh.
Chille inspires people to make, you know, because like he is right about something. You know, if you're a smaller channel and you do Chille content, it's a good way to get your foot in the door. I encourage people that are looking to start channels to do Chille content.
Yeah.
Right now, it's an easy way to get your opinion into the ears of future listeners. It's really a good idea, you know. And
Oh, he's right
one
that
day-
he's a key to views right now. Like,
yeah, and
Yeah,
one day he
and-
won't be here. I mean, it'll be fine when he's gone. We'll all still be here because we don't fucking break TOS. Chille.
Really, yeah. And you know, yeah, whereas, well, we'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. You guys said enough. Welsh News Network for £2 says, "Bite me, skeptic." Lol. Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity for $5 says, "We got to meet up and raise some hell at Twisted Root or someplace else. I don't play Uncle Artie out in public much. Welcome back, Team Skeptic. TTU. Yeah, we can totally do that. There was a Twisted Root.
TTU, baby.
But yeah, we'll figure something out. We got to do a meetup. We should do a Dallas meetup.
No, I mean, me and Uncle Artie are. Maybe JL, but
No, sorry. It was my idea first.
only if he shaves his face.
Fuck
You're
him.
unredeemable.
Shave this?
Yes.
That's a lull suit. That's a lull suit team. Federal lull suit team.
There's only one thing that would get me to shave this beard.
Uh-oh. Alyssa Milano.
No, 10,000 subs.
Oh, man, come on.
Where are you at?
well, Chille's
Not
buying something
10,000
now. Maybe he can
subs.
get maybe he's like 1,000. Maybe
I mean-
maybe Chille can get you some of his purchase subs. You could he's not using.
You're at
them.
like 9,900 or something. You know,
Allegedly.
like, can I help you?
No, I'm like at 3250, I think.
Damn, sucks to be you.
Oh, so you are okay. I was gonna say, are you not above 1,000?
Why did I even open
Why
my
do you
mouth,
bother,
Johnny?
yeah.
Why? Just
I don't know.
I fucking I sat there and I spelled out
Yep.
the rationale and then turned around and jumped in the fucking hole.
Well, I was just saying it sucks to be you because your beard would be on the floor by the time we got to shave it.
Yeah.
Not
Fuck.
for the other reason.
my social blade is not that bad. It's projecting like 5 years, which will probably put it about.
Social Blade can
Yeah.
go both ways. Right now, it's
Right.
telling me that I'll be 10K in like 8 months, and I beg to differ. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Oh, yeah. So my social blade looked at me and said, "Yeah, you'll be at a million views in 3 days." And on the same social blade page, it said total views 1 million. Like, fucking hell, dude, figure this shit out. So Prissy Texas Tomboy says, "At the plot hole, yes, please, a Dallas meetup. I'll be up next week or week after. We can totally do that. We'll figure it out. We'll do that. We'll get JL down and he'll have to drive.
That's what I was going to say. JL
Okay.
has to come down.
Yeah.
Talk him down, absolutely.
What we really need to do is get Brainy Beaver down. Or, I'm sorry, Beaver Zero. My bad.
who the fuck's this brainy beaver guy you keep
I
talking
know.
about?
I fixed it.
Well.
Damn.
NA, you are correct. But Team Skeptic, when he bites hard.
Mm.
I got the
I could
scars
get
to
down there,
prove
but
it.
I might have to ask my fans to contribute if I did that because money's not exactly something that's overflowing over on this parts right now.
Tell me about
That's
it.
exactly what a rich person would say.
Yeah.
That is true, actually. I have parents that have done quite well. I still got to pay all my bills.
Yep.
Oh, well, I don't
Sounds
know.
like
How
something-
I only pulled in 300,000 this last quarter.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah,
That would be
money's
amazing.
tight.
Yeah, he's like,
Fuck, are you kidding? I don't even know
I
if
was-
I'd have a YouTube channel. I'd just be living.
I was listening to Bill Gates, How to Become Rich, and he said, you know, if you want to go down to Texas during the wintertime, make sure to get it from your subs.
That's why I haven't done it, though. Here we are in a world where I've never asked them for a dime other than, just thank them for their luck. Unlike Chille, though. Why? I just said thank you, and I just ignore their comment completely. Chille.
Oh yeah, it
fuck
triggers Chili when we read the super chats. By the way,
Yeah,
How does
apparently
he-
we're all a bunch of shills because
we have no
respect
content.
and-
No, it's because we have no
we value
content.
our-
And
It's just we
you
have
can-
to read super chats because we have no content, while ignoring the fact that we get super chats because of the quality of our content.
yeah.
He doesn't get these things. Don't occur to him, like calling people dunce caps. The dunce cap is the indicator of what is the dunce. And if we're the caps and we're looking at you, You're the dunce.
I mean, he literally told his audience that their comment attached to a donation is not worth reading.
Which is why people don't fucking donate on his fucking well, that and the fact that they're all shit bags and they probably struggle with fucking employment.
That's, I mean, yeah, it's entirely possible. Chaos Ward for $5 says, plot hole, any follow-up interviews with Blue Bacon down the road? I know you did one before, but there seems to be more and more going on with him now. I mean, if something comes up that gains my attention, yeah, I'll speak with him again for certain. I used to do a lot more journalism, so I kind of still do it every now and again, but it's tough juggling journalism and filmmaking and family and all that stuff. So, but yeah, Team Skeptic really. So really more about juggling Team Skeptic's balls than anything.
Frayed Edge, a whole week of content.
Frayed Edges is correct. You just have to start a fake beef with someone. If you guys all turned on each other, your subs would go up. So
to be honest with you, Chille taught me, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to be blunt. I learned something new on every interaction on the internet, and I will be blunt. That Chille taught me that I need to have some sort of controversy. So, hey, Turtle Boy, if you want to rumble, I don't know. All I know is there's some growth out there for people that have fucked up shit going on, apparently.
Well, I'll tell you what. If he ever comes through Oklahoma again, if he ever does, which I doubt it, because he avoids Texas and Oklahoma, he avoids Skeptic, Plot Hole, and Bridge the Divide territory, we're the fucking Outlands. So
if Nathan saw Team and he fucking literally jumped out of his flesh and ran off.
So if he dares come through one of our states, he can guarantee that we will likely be there.
Yep.
Fuck, Nathan couldn't even enter the same wing of the goddamn hotel. He was like, he saw Team and he just noped the fuck right out.
Saw
and he's like, I'll come back with a friend.
That asshole saw Team and was shaking like a dog shitting peach seeds. That dude had nothing whatsoever, and he realized
his ill-informed friend to challenge Team.
He realized immediately how out of his element he was. He
goes against somebody. He's like, "Hey, you look like you'd take a criminal charge for me. Come here, right. I need you to talk to somebody."
He came back. He tried. He said something. And I was like, "Did we come to you or did you come to us?" He said, "We came to you." I said, "Well, then move the fuck on then."
Yeah, keep going.
And you know what? Right. Guess what? Motherfucker, move the fuck on.
Yeah, it's true. You got to give him credit.
He's like, this guy speaks truth. I'll leave. Fuck is basically what happened.
Potentially criminal for $2.
Which one of you guys over here talking shit? It's me. Ain't none of these guys. It was me. What's up?
He's like, I didn't expect you to just fucking own it like that. I guess I gotta walk away with my tail between my legs now.
Threw him for a loop. Potential criminal for $2 says Chille showed us that activism is greater than journalism. So at least a little bit more effective to get people to look. I guess.
You know what's funny is the guy that was with Nathan Thompson. He looked like a younger version of Doug from Doug and Lenka.
That's fucked.
He really did, didn't he? Didn't he? He looked like a little younger version of Doug.
He did.
Oh, Lenka's still around. Well,
I know, but why can't she go harder like Chille? You know, come on, Lenka. You really need to own the internet. Let's do this.
I will say this, so thank you, Lawrence Todd. We appreciate that, and I will say that while I have grown from my misspent youth to today, I will have to credit Team Skeptic is one of the reasons why things went down in Oklahoma the way they did, and they did not go another way, because I recognized I could hear him say because it was advice you'd given me before, is like, recognize the line, okay? Don't allow it to kind of pull you in to where you fall victim to their tactics. Recognize what they're doing, and it was thinking about that advice is why when he started ad-homming me to my face, and insulting and ad-homming me, I then turned to the officer and was like, he's like, ad-homs, it's all he's got. And then the officer was like, yeah, he's right. So, but I was able to make it comedic about that. So it was thanks to your advice I was able to do that.
I can tell you, Chille is scared of confrontations. In the court documents, for me, he states that all future court hearings he would like to be private because he's afraid that my troll army will show up to harass him at the courthouse.
Jeez.
So Troll army, don't you dare
Based
do
on
that.
zero
Don't you-
evidence of that ever
Yeah.
occurring.
Exactly. Welsh
It's
News Network.
ridiculous.
Welsh News Network for £5 says, I have a passport. Where's my meetup invite? Anti-Welsh BS. Lol.
Well,
Welsh
I'm
News
the
Network,
aside
hang on a
from
second.
Kate, I'm the only one who's physically showed up. So am I the general event
What are you
army?
doing? I'm trying to answer this. I'm trying to answer this gentle Welshman's question. You are formally invited to the party. There it is. Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill is stupidity for $5 says we pass the same super chat money around to each other. It's the same money from when Chille came on the scene. He avoids Uncle Artie. I have proof. I know I know he does. He hides all he does.
Hey, have
Oh,
you
and
guys
then
seen that delete?
there-
Like, oh, sorry, you read another comment?
Yeah, I've got a question here. So Kat says, panel question. I heard Chille is charging his mods $200 a month to be mods. Is it true or is it legal on YouTube or
I
just
don't think
so,
that's legal. I don't
No,
think
what
it's
he did is he asked them all for $1 to his PayPal each.
Yeah.
Or
as I was saying, as I was saying, what he did, yeah, he charged them all $1 each to his PayPal so he can get their information. And
well, he said it was a penny or more.
yeah,
people were
penny or
sending
more.
him dollars. Like, I think the minimum might be $1 on. Maybe it's $1 or something. What was it?
think
He
so.
said
I
it?
thought he was going to cry when he was announcing that he had received over $200.
You see, guys, I
So-
received $200. Did you see that shit? That was that's where I get him. It's just funny. He's
Yeah,
like,
it was
over
weird.
$200. Yes.
No, but here's the other thing. Here's the other thing.
Fuck,
Like
dude.
his people that are giving him that money, they're giving him for one reason and one reason only, so that they can give in more, show their dedication more to the cult, right? Because all Chille wants
Favoritism.
is names. He wants names and phone numbers. Again, he knows now that this is a tool that he can flex on people. So once he has their names and phone numbers, then he's got them in. Now he's brought them into a slightly more inner circle than where they were before, where they were just mods. Now it's, oh, when I get kicked out of YouTube, you guys are going to be the guys that come with me. My
Right.
true believers, the true Chilitos.
Those who tithe.
Those are tied.
Well,
yeah,
exactly. Tithe.
what he
I was just about
trying
to say they'll
do-
probably start giving him money.
what he was trying to do, because a lot of people have told him, like, hey, some of your mods are double agents because it's that fucking serious, right? Some of your mods are trolling you, and they're the trolls over on here. So that's what he was trying to weed out the trolls.
I guess the idea is that he can match up names and he can
Yeah.
find out who's who.
Right.
And everything.
In nomina Chile,
Let me tell you how
Like,
easy
there
and
is a-
easy
in
it is.
delay, Spiritu Castro.
Let me tell you guys, listen, if you guys end up getting, to the point where you can create or where you can PayPal him some money and become one of his moderators, just to say you're a moderator, let me tell you how to do it. You go and create a business PayPal, and then you just make up a name, because they don't check none of that shit. And well, really, you start, if you want to collect the money or anything like that, you do have to give up your information. But what it does is it allows you to give a fake name out. Like, that's why mine says Team Skeptic when you try to donate to my
Yeah,
PayPal.
an assumed name. Yeah, mine says the plot hole or Yotaka Studios, I think. Bella Charge, what is going down? It's been a minute for $5 New Zealand dollars. Says, what up, all? Stupid YouTube stopping my normal reading. Oh, what kind of hotel is this? Thank you for that $5. I appreciate that.
What
Been
up,
a minute, Bella
fuckers?
Charge. Yeah, fuck.
That's what is normal.
What up,
fucking
fuckers?
greeting.
Yeah, Bella Charge. You are what the? There you go, Bella Charge. Now you can do your normal reading.
So have
You
you
didn't
seen
even have Bella fucking modded.
Yes, I
Fucked
did.
up.
Have
I did.
Have
Have
So.
you
Alright.
seen that Chille's at an alt? Like, he's not posting content, but he's growing faster than he's been growing in months.
Yeah.
He's doing 1 to 200 a day on average since last Sunday.
QQ2.
I pointed that out. That it's looking, there's something sus about that.
Yep.
Because
It is.
typically you see
Views need to
if
go
you-
up too
yeah,
for you to
Yep.
get more.
those two hardly ever. Okay, there are times when
Sure.
you'll get a when you'll catch a sub growth that is not correlated with a view growth as well, and that's when you're on somebody else's channel or somebody that's
Yeah.
big gives you a shout out. That can happen, but
You don't want that to happen, by the way.
No, you don't. Well, I mean, you
Eh,
do
it
as
can
if
help
they
a bit,
watch.
but-
I mean, if they
but-
watch it, what I mean to say is you don't want them just subscribing simply because.
Because of the
Yeah.
shout out
Right.
only. You want
I
them to
always
subscribe
tell
because they
people,
enjoy
go
the
check
content.
I'm
them out.
certainly not going to bitch if Markiplier like shouts me out.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but because that's almost like Kingmaker territory with when they're that big, you almost can't lose. But
Yeah.
when we're talking
No,
smaller
please don't
channels,
shout
it's
me out. I want to grow
it's
on my own merits.
algorithmically-
but
Everybody
if you-
else, we know what we're talking about though, in the sense of it's algorithmically not good if a bunch of people sub to you and don't show up.
I've been
looks
I've been
better-
watching my stats and other people's stats and people's stats who've eventually come forward and said that they did in fact buy subs. And I'm telling you right now that I know how the two lines they correlate with one another. And sorry, bro, but if your fucking line isn't going up, your sub growth is not going up. It's
Right.
not. It's just not. So I don't know what's going on over there. That could be, part of the fund money, the Colombian fund money that he
Colombian.
raised under the.
Bella Charge for $2 says, "What up, fuckers?" Thank you, Bella Charge. You didn't have to send another one. You could have just added me. I'm fine.
Well, I'm gonna miss Chille if he's gone. I'm gonna tell you right now because
I'm
my
not. I'm not
views
gonna miss
are-
Chille.
I will
I
not.
don't know, 45,000 views, and they're not actually. To be honest with you, only half of those are Chille's, but on my channel. But either way, I'll still miss the guy. 20-something thousand views the last 28 days from Chille.
Oh, there'll be another one. There's
Nah,
gonna be
so
another one.
so here's what I want to happen. Here's what I want to happen. I want Chili to grow the fuck up. All right. There's a way to fucking. If you notice the way that you're supposed to be fighting criticism, Chili, is with criticism itself or
Yes.
answer the criticism. You don't answer the criticism by going, oh well, nope, gonna keep this guy from talking. Gonna make Irish Demon lose his channel so he can't fucking criticize me anymore. That means nothing. That means your argument is weak. If your argument you start talking about overturning Terry v. Ohio, you start talking about taking torture cuffs away. Why is it that you stop talking about those things to address people like us? And then you don't even address us in the way that, like, to say when we go, yeah, that's stupid for this reason, you go, well, that's when in this situation, if that was to occur, then this is how my system would combat that.
Right.
And instead you go, nope, I'm gonna fucking copyright strike you, gonna fucking sue you in court, gonna do everything I can. I don't even care if I win. I'm just gonna drain you of money.
Well, that's because his entire argument, his entire position is not logically based. It's emotionally based. He
Right.
had a particular experience, and he came away with that. I don't want to, like with some form of trauma. Like it really messed him up, or it really left a deep, dark impression on him. And now he's lashing out against that. He's trying to, this is what he's doing. But because his investment is simply because it's me and it's all about me, it's how I was hurt. And because of his natural inclination, his natural narcissistic tendencies, he lashes out, and everything is an extension of him. So everybody's experience is essentially it's just him. He's just projecting himself.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't go deeper than that. He doesn't have any compulsion to go deeper than that.
Right.
Wow.
Bellachar says, "I'm surprised Chille hasn't tried to bring up being a Power Ranger to try and get some attention with the death of the White Ranger. And this is the reason why he hasn't done it."
Oh yeah, it's so sad to see that.
That
too.
broke
It's
my
so-
heart, man.
Yeah. and
Apparently,
it
his
happened-
movie's done and everything, and he'll never get to see it even.
It happened here in Texas. Yeah, I mean, I was never a huge Power Rangers fan, right? But
I grew up on it. You're old. You're too old for that.
I grew up. I mean, I
The
grew up
next-
watching it too, and it's
No, no.
just.
I'm just saying,
Johnny, it wasn't a great.
No,
it was
it
one.
was-
I think you were just a hair too old for you to have liked Power Rangers. You were too old for it. I think.
I didn't like it because I liked Voltron, and I always saw Power Rangers just a big rip off of Voltron.
Well, Voltron is just
See,
a
and I
rip off
don't
of
know
Voltron.
Voltron.
Hang on a second. Voltron is just a
Because
rip of
I'm-
Ultraman.
Well, what year did Voltron?
Yes, thank you. All right, thank you.
Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity for $5 says, Team Skeptic, how do you get the algorithm to get views? I have no clue what the formula is. One video goes big, the next get very few views. Man, that's so tough. It's the stuff. The type of stuff that we do is very topical, so you've got to be
Yeah.
in the topic. Dang it! I was bringing him back. There he is. So
it's
yeah,
impossible. It's impossible. The way to work the algorithm is to do this. To pay
Grab it
attention.
by the shaft.
No,
Work it.
pay attention to it. Dude, when you see a trend that you're doing that works, stick with the trend. When you see one that doesn't work, abandon that trend. Abandon it immediately.
That's,
Don't think to yourself, you know what?
Let me give it one more go.
Yeah, these people just need 3 videos like this for them to really understand what I mean by my artistic expression. No, they didn't like it. They didn't like it after 1 video. Don't do it again. I've done that many times. When things are working, they're working, and when they're not, they're fucking not.
You can't do that. What I have.
I wanted to hear that debate.
No.
See,
NA for $6.66 says, "I dig what you all do, except for this skeptic guy." Finger guns. Thank you so much, NA.
He loves me.
He does.
He does.
He does.
I love him too, though. It's all good.
I found Chille's arch nemesis in here last week.
Yeah. Stevie says, "What happened to the Power Ranger? He unfortunately met with an untimely demise. I've read reports that it was self-inflicted, so I haven't. They haven't really released the cause of his passing.
Self-deletion, apparently.
Yeah, which is sad in itself, right? I mean,
yeah, it's bad, and it's just a matter because it comes on the heels. I think it was filed in a court that his wife had filed for divorce.
Yeah,
so I think it was a triggering moment. There's a lot of stuff going on with that he had going on in his personal life. Yeah. I think that one just hit him really, really bad, and it's freaking tragic because he was young, he was still doing great. The movie coming out, still and a fan favorite.
It's done being edited almost, and everything. It's just waiting for its turn.
Yeah,
he was a fan favorite. Everybody loved. I loved Tommy because it was the concept of when I was growing up. It was the concept of a bad guy becoming a good guy.
He was, he was the bad boy with his ponytail. And
initially he was a villain. He was brought on the show as a villain, and then he became a good guy, and then became one of the most
fighting them in the
became one of the most enduring heroes that of that kind of show. And
it was very Karate Kid or sidekicks.
Not to mention he was a pretty badass. Not to mention he was a badass fighter. He was actually really good.
Welsh News Network for £5 says, "Skeptic Chille is not capable of growing up or learning, or he wouldn't be Chille and would not have been grifting for the last 7 years." I tend to agree with that.
I agree. I just I hope he comes back to YouTube and has learned his lesson, because it is a more enjoyable place when we do have an easy jester to laugh at in the kingdom.
That's true.
And the thing is that
no, but he's not a jester. Sorry, no, I have to stop you there. He's not a jester. First of all, Glover Mom for $2 says, "Nerds." You're not wrong, but no, Chille is not the jester, because the jester actually is the only person who's not the queen who gets to have counsel with the king. So
he gets to speak truth to the king.
Yep.
But no, he's the town fool.
What is that really supposed to be? What do you mean? Is that actually the old lore of a jester? Like they're the only because they get one-on-one time with the king because they make them laugh, and then usually the king likes the person who's making them laugh is the thing. So then they get private conversation time essentially.
Well, he's the town fool. Okay,
yeah.
And you know what? We as a town of peasants who really just want free entertainment, and that's what he offers to us. It's free entertainment.
Cattle bell on him and so we know when he's coming.
Pretty much.
Listen, we don't have to go to a stand-up comedy club and watch this guy. We can sit here on YouTube and watch him 1 to 2 times a day. And you don't have to watch his channel because you have wonderful streamers like the people you're seeing here, and Kate and Irish Demon and all these other people that are doing a hell of a job. Everybody but JL doing a hell of a job. Doing a hell of a job covering this guy, and you can get his content.
So let's get back to the conversation.
That was not me.
I complimented you.
We can kick people? Oh.
Can we?
How's that work?
Nope.
You better not tell me how to do it.
Okay,
kicking everybody but Johnny.
Here's the thing. It's almost 2 hours into. I'm tired. I want to go to bed, or at least go back to work so I can go to bed, so I can get up at butt-ass crack of dawn and do this all over again tomorrow. At the end of the day, really what I wanted to do here on this stream was talk about the mountains of case law dealing with fair use and DMCA. It is well documented, Chille, that the type of content that the four of us do, along with Irish Demon, Masshole, etc., is protected by fair use and protected by, just again, mountains of case law. It's been legislated on. It's made it as high as the Supreme Court. I think the Supreme Court was in the 90s. District courts, like I said, this one here was 2017. Campbell versus Akufro's Music was 94. That's the one that went to the Supreme Court. Equals 3, that was 2015. Hughes versus Benjamin, that was 2020. And then you had a couple other ones that were more recent. I think 2022. That's when the Acer Thorn one was finally settled. Was just like last month, wasn't it? Beaver.
Huh? What?
What
I
are
didn't
you?
say anything.
I asked you a question. It was last month, wasn't it? Acer
Oh,
Thorn?
sorry. I was busy like seeing if I had a shiny nose. I was trying to see if it like shined my nose. What was last month? The other case?
There was there was
Acer
another.
Thorn.
The
Yeah, the
Acer
Acer Thorn.
Oh, H3 is getting sued by Tate now.
Oh,
Or he's been
fuck.
threatened to be sued by Tate because he said mean things. So this will be the third time H3's
But
been
that's not
sued. He's
that's not copyright though, is it?
No, that's defamation. The previous one, though, the copyright one was Acer Thorn, and that was about 6 to 8 months ago.
Yeah, it was sometime
It's
earlier
on
this
Leonard
year.
French's channel, has a bunch
Yeah.
of content on it as well. So
Well, Chille just needs to learn to grow the fuck up.
Well,
Being a
here's the thing:
baby cuck
attack the argument, right? And had Chille done that from the beginning and just attacked the argument, but I feel like the reason why he can't, attack the argument is because he has no argument. He has no counters to these other arguments. Because when you go back and listen to what he says, he just says the same shit over and over and over again, and it's wrong. It's been demonstrated that you're wrong. Like, no, well, look, I'm just going to re-say it. I'm going to restate my thesis, and then it's going to make it true. And it doesn't work that way.
I said that to you, by the way, about that Dr. Law, where I said yesterday I said that to you, where I said, well, he's gone out and he's shopped for, it's like you go across 10 different people and you're like, fuck your opinion.
Right.
You're the one that's telling me I can do this. Come on, let's talk to people. Let's tell them how it is.
Yeah, let's tell them how it is. Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill Stupidity for $5 says 2 live crew. Pretty Woman was the parody song. I did a parody of it with Chillita. Pretty Chillita. Play it. Hang on a second. Let me find it.
Oh, that's copyright juice. Just
Yeah,
cut that
that
part of
one's-
your stream out. You'll just
that
get
one's-
claimed. You can cut it out afterwards. It's your choice.
Let's see here.
I had one claimed the other day for.
I think that's
I
another
played
one that
I'm the Man Too Long. Chille's headphone music. The music that's always playing. in
it
his
didn't bring it
headphone.
up, Uncle Artie. I tell you
I'm
what.
the man. Just plays
Yeah, for some
constantly in his
reason
headphones.
that wouldn't bring up.
Oh, it won't bring it up if you grab a link out of the chats. There's an
Oh,
error
yeah.
where if you look at the top URL when you put it in, it puts studio in there. So you
Yeah.
just have to remove studio and the link will work.
Fair.
I hate that. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
a
kinda
bug they've just decided is not worth fixing.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna go home. Everybody say goodbye. Say goodbye.
You
everybody.
are home.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Eggplant.
What? Why was it all over
I
your
don't know.
face?
I don't know. It's just some of these filters are trash. Like, look at Spider-Man. Woo!
That's actually pretty cool from the 80s.
That one moved a little bit.
Yeah.
There was a Power Ranger on here we discovered last time, right?
I don't remember.
Speaking of Power Rangers, that was before
Anyway,
one of the Power Rangers offed himself.
Brandy, say goodbye.
I said bye.
No, you got to tell him about your. Fine. Bye,
Bye.
Brainy.
Bye.
Go see Brainy. Oh, there he is. Yeah, go see Brainy on Beaver Zero.
Beaver Zero.
Yeah.
It's
Go
okay.
see-
I was saying it too. It's all good. Beaver Zero. See you
Beaver
guys
Zero.
later. Thanks for
Lot of
having me.
fun.
Appreciate it.
Team Skeptic, say goodbye.
Don't invest in crypto.
Yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow night, guys, and I will be sometime around between 6 and 6:30, depending upon technical setup and shit. But I'll see you guys there. I love each and every one of you. TTU baby in the chat, and y'all have a good night.
Or we'll see you over at Week in Horror at 7 p.m. YouTube.com/Week in Horror.
And that's JL's plug. I had fun. You guys are awesome. Be sure to check out, like I said, if you're curious, let me know. I've got a bunch of case law that was sent to me by a few attorneys. So if you want to know like the actual law, what the actual law says when it comes to this stuff, let me know. I can point you in the right direction. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, time to go. See you guys. Bye.
Later.
Guns.